Well, hello, hello. The website's being slow as hell, so I don't know what's gonna happen. What is what is going on here? By Rand, you are supposed to be functional. You cannot generate new seeds if you are not functional. Eh, well, chat, there's 0 people in it, but how you doing? Just gonna have to uh, uh. Looking like a nope. Hmm. See. Come on. Come on. I mean, I guess worst comes to worst, I can try and see Requiem. But I don't want a Requiem. I want a randomized RE4. Okay. Come on. What has gotten into you, sir? Sir. You know, let's just go ahead and close the browser, restart the browser. See if that fixes anything. Maybe it was a browser issue. No. So it's looking like the website's experiencing issues, and I am unable to generate a new seed. See, this is why it's better to always use this is why the Resident Evil 4 original randomizer was better because it wasn't based on the internet. It was just a program you downloaded and then you fucking started it up, hit the randomize button, you were good to go. This is a bit more complicated, requiring more steps, and I can partially understand why. But at the same time, you really should strive to release a program that does it instead of just keeping everyone stuck to a website. Because as soon as your servers experience any fucking issue, you're just stuck with this. So, shit. Uh, Maybe they're gonna switch over to fucking Requiem has an update. Of course, it has an update. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to Requiem, I guess, and just see how that goes. Babbity boop, beepity boom, boopity babbity boop. Now, the question is, should I end this stream or should I just edit the information? I think I'm just gonna edit the information. Alright, information has been updated. So we're gonna put that there, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna hope and pray that my computer can do it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go play some fucking random shit. Let's see, what was my last game? Oh, yeah, Creeper World 4 or Cole LLC. Those are my two options if this doesn't work. So, uh, game capture, open source settings, windowed. You can. There it is. Okay, that should be popping up for y'all. Yep. Okay. Adjust until the pattern is no longer visible. Okay. Let me go over there. Alright. Side of your screen, that's correct. Offers you can change the camera perspective from playing as Grace. Let's use playing as Leon. Okay. Would you like to change perspective? No, okay. Why you gotta do this to me? Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Guys, come on. All of that, and now I'm getting to the fucking shaders. God damn it, dude. Okie dokie. Oh, of course. The fucking. Yeah, it's too late. The randomizer finally loaded. It's okay. At least if this doesn't work, if I can't stream this, we'll have the randomizer ready. Just have to parkour back. Prioritize performance always. Yes. Oh well. Uh oh, so the mouse isn't moving. Oh no. Okay. Come on. I believe in you, Requiem. You can do this. Fatal Error D3D. Alright, time to Google. Fatal Error D3D Requiem. Um, well, looks like we're definitely going to be doing Bioran because, fuck me. Okay, well, cancel that. Go ahead and just close the game, Capcom. Oh my god. Close the game. Sir, close the game. Close it. Shut it down. Shut it all down. Well, Requiem is not a possibility, so now I have to go and change the fucking settings again. Hang on. R4 randomizer, deathless, or reset. Uh, let's- okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and generate a random seed. Back to business. Browse the game files. And now we wait. Because it's taking its time. Why you gotta do me like this, bro? Requiem doesn't work. Randomize is taking its time. Used to be so much faster. Back in the good old days of yesterday, I could just generate a new seed instantly. Ugh. Uh. There we go. Now you just need to do your job. Download it. Thank you. 20 hours left. 13 hours left. Let me see something. Let me see something. Maybe it's not the website. My internet can be kind of funny. Nope, Mern, that's fine. It's the website. Swear to God, if they went ahead and started throttling this, I'm gonna be bad. Well, question, do you guys want to see Resident Evil content, or do you want to see me just play something random? Because if this is how long it's going to take to generate a seed every time I die, haha. Oh boy. In interrupted network error. Well, I got some games. Like I've been playing Creeper World 4, just started that one. It's pretty fun. We got Quarantine Zone, Void War, Frostpunk 2. Uh let's see what else. What else? Let's see. This figure is a fun one. Mega Bonk. We got plenty of options. Yeah, because it's definitely something's going on with the website. It's taking way too long. Okie dokie. Time to go change my fucking settings again. Parkouring over here between multiple different games. Okay, Void War. Let's see, get rid of the Resident Evil. Resident Evil. We'll leave survival and horror. Okay. I did. Don't come at me with that bullshit. Alright, game started. Settings, Void War, close. There we go. Okay, okay. So, we got new game, we got plenty of people. I'm gonna go ahead and start with one of my favorites. And then we got literally every ship except for the unknown vessel, which can't be unlocked yet because I've played this game a lot. Let's go with the no, where is it? Where is it? I'm explaining things as I go along. This is Void War. It's an FTL like based in the Warhammer universe. And it's pretty cool. Right now I'm starting with the White Commander who is an basically a necromancer. He's got psychic powers. He can summon up spooky things. And we're going to go ahead and start with a necromancer ship, which gives us access to a Mortician who can summon 3 Rot Spawn, a Death Mage who can weaken enemies, and another Necromancer who can summon 2 regular ghouls. Our difficulty level is high. Uh, this is what you start with. Then I'll show you how you get to this level in a second. We're going to go ahead and launch. The God King has fallen, the Empire is in despair, brother fight against brother as the ruinous cult sweep through the stars. The very fabric of reality itself trembles before the onslaught of demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists, to rekindle the flames within the vault of souls. To the Empire you are a blasphemer, to the cult you are a heretic. Trust no one, let none stop you from bringing the renegades of this forsaken realm to their destined annihilation. So, we got our jump points. We got a shaman over there. It's always nice. It's a shame that they're not lined up, so I can't go to the broker and the shaman. Crew is very important to this game, and you can see that. So, because I decided to take a necromancer start, what I can do is I can flood their ship with a bunch of fun little dudes. And they're gonna sit there, they're gonna fight, they're gonna get poisoned, more enemies are gonna come in, our ship's gonna be on fire because they have a fire beam. I'm gonna vent out the missile bay so that fire stops, and then we're just gonna let this homegirl put this one out. And now we just wait and see what happens. So all of that's done for. We're gonna go ahead and launch an acid missile into their weapons so they can't really hurt us anymore, and yep, they're all dying of poison. They're fixing their O2 instead of their weapons. I don't care about this poison that's filling up the ship because everyone on my ship is immune to poison. Now we're just gonna fill in. He dies. He goes in to fight. He dies. And because we've removed the crew, the 16 scrap is actually a good reward. If you kill the enemy crew, you actually get better rewards. Because the normal crew, or if you blow up the ship, you only get scrap, really. But if you kill the crew, you get more scrap and have a chance to find better items. And this is not good. excuse me, ladies. I need you to not summon a fucking horde. That's my job. So these are all blood witches. They all have the ability to summon a thrall, and my main goal is to interrupt them so they don't end up filling my ship with enemies, which is gonna happen. So there's a thrall. He's in my O2 tank. There's another thrall. So we're gonna let them fight it out over there and poison everyone to death, and now we just gotta kill these thralls and we win. Two munitions and some scrap. Andy Watt away. Guys! Bear! Hang on a second, my dogs are barking at something. Okay. And this is basically the game. We just warp along, fight ships, and try not to die. Yes, yes, I know my dogs are barking. So we're just gonna keep summoning hordes of enemies into their ships, and we're gonna waste basically a rocket every jump to try and disable their weapons, because I don't have enough scrap to upgrade my shields. So now everyone on that ship is poisoned. Their weapons are damaged a little bit. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and... Ooh. We're going to use our radium blaster that does crew damage specifically, and we fucking missed. We're going to go ahead and use our radium blaster because that does crew damage specifically, and there we go. Now we're going to yeet these guys in there, and there's only one guy left, so we're going to go ahead and hit him with a... Weaken just because. 12 scrap metal. At this level, rewards are very, very, very small. Especially in the early areas. Ooh, okay. We got a Gene Soldier, a Blood Witch, and their ship's on fire already, so... We go ahead and just yeet some guys in there, and what that's going to do is it's actually going to distract them. Because they're going to have to fight. And you spawned in the fire room, you idiot. So now their weapons are already pre-damaged for us. And there's a good chance we actually just blow up the ship. Because that Gene Soldier is not going to stop him from hitting the fuck... There we go. Oh, there it goes. The Gene Soldier could not get to the enemies in time, so we blew up the ship. Siege armor, we'll take that. Let's see, you're the only guy... Nope, you can't even wear armor, so it's just money. Some encounters you can, I just haven't seen them yet. There are choices you can make. And more often than not, depending on what you pick, it's going to bite you in the ass pretty hard. Like, you can choose to spare some people or help some specific people, and you just threw a fireball on my ship, you cunt. Oh, fun, and because that guy there has a little psychic shield, he ate 2 of my thralls before they spawned. This cunt. Well, that's good. He's gonna die of poison. These guys are getting weaker and weaker. Go ahead and just yeet that in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit them with the... Oh, he's dead. We're going to hit him with the burden. He just lit my ship on fire again. Evacuate, evacuate. Well, good news is when these guys die, they light their ship on fire, which distracts them. Makes things easier for me. He should be dead now. Should be. Now their ship's on fire. We're going to go ahead and visit these transport vessels. And... Ooh, so you see that little golden chest icon over there? If I drop some guys... Nope, come on. If I drop some guys directly on it, I get some free shit. So we're gonna cast there. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, okay. Good. 24 scrap. Very nice. Got really concerned because one way to interrupt one way to stop psychers from casting is to hit them with a different psyker ability, and this guy's annoying because he uses I can't remember the name of it, but it basically shoots a projectile that damages crew for 10 points, and then as you can see with this little red orb, for 77 seconds, if he dies, he will spawn a thrall. Really annoying. But there's only a Gene Soldier left. He's gonna have. That's a fucking siege beam. I didn't realize that at the time. We're gonna go ahead and remove that. So he should die to poison. No, he's not going to die to poison. Fuck you. Okay, now he'll die to poison because we're gonna drop some. We're gonna drop some dudes right on top of him. All right, we have some money. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our shields. We're gonna go ahead and fix our life support before we die. I wasn't paying attention. Nobody on my vessel is immune to suffocation. There we go. And now we're going to wait until we see that, which will replenish all oxygen in the ship. Very useful. Imperial Aegis. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and put that on someone. You. You get plus 10 health. Well, actually, hang on a second. 35, 30, 35. We should put it on him, just because he's generally weaker. Oh yeah, my cultists all have a bunch more health than they're supposed to, because we have this thing over here. Pathogenic Recycler unit, plus 10 HP to all death close units. Gravitic Lances, they're good in the early game, but Lances fall off near the end. Okay. Lances fall off near the end because they only have a certain amount of shots per battle. So as you see, it's already started pre-charged here, but I can only use it twice. Appears to be hauling slaves. So we could hail them and try our luck and see if we can buy a slave, or we can intercept them. And because we intercept them, they jettison some cargo, so 2 free husks, and we can just start eating guys onto their precious cargo there. What's up? Okay, that's fun. Apparently my brother is home. Yeah, to keep the dogs quiet because somebody is out there on a business call right now, so very fun. Anyway, back to what I was doing. We got a Greater Warseer from their cargo cult there. He's a nice dude. He can cast Soul Spear, just do damage to a ship. We are now on fire again, and they purposely smoked out our husks. Very nice of them. So we're actually going to let the O2 system burn here for a second so we can finish casting. It might get damaged, but we should be able to fix it up. And these cunts. Come on, Mortician, I believe in you. Thank you. So I'm not paying attention because I got distracted there. We're going to go ahead and lance that. Acid missile it too. They have a bunch of aberrations who do good damage and have beefy health, so they're annoying to deal with, but with that, they should be on the low down. Start poisoning to death while our abilities cool down. Oh yeah, and they're also psychers, which makes them extra annoying because they keep interrupting my casts. But you can't interrupt this one. Now these two are definitely going to die. Even if they don't win the battle, they're poisoned. And that just leaves the poisonous projectile guy, which is manageable. Indeed, that's basically it. Slow him down, make sure his weapon can't fire for a minute. And then while those guys are casting... Please stop poisoning my husks. They're just silly little biomechanical dudes. They're just trying to live their lives. Leave them alone. So, we won. They're dead. We're going to go to the shamanic shop. And... we're going to go ahead and get rid of this lance. Greater necromancer required. We're good. We're golden. So you can go over there. I'm going to go ahead and take some efforts to protect you. Have some armor, buddy. Have some armor. Immune to poison, suffocation, plus 30 HP. Sure, he's 25% slower, but I don't plan for him to move much. Oh, yeah, and I couldn't take the path that gets me to the rift, but basically... attack the militia. I want to join the cultists. I'll show you after this fight. So he's got a long cast time. Infiltrator, they have no psychers, so they have no way to stop me from casting without their weapons. So we're going to go ahead and do all of this. Okay. So all of my guys are now busy. Hopefully that missile doesn't hit anything important. Very good, very good. The radium blaster hits the shield. And now, there they go. The 5 ghouls. They're not the strongest, but there's 5 of them, so they're hitting pretty hard. And they're going to hunt down everyone, and we're good. Havoc Maul for sure. I don't want to get another husk. In fact, when these guys die, they're dead. I'm not replacing them. So that right there is an abstract wound. At the start of every run, there is one at the end of the sector. If you go through it, kill the enemy there, it increases the difficulty if you want it to. It's basically a mini-boss, and if you beat the mini-boss, you have the option to decrease the difficulty. Now, where do we want to go? Fantastic. We have a desolate sector, or an exclusion zone, which is basically just demons. Demons live here. We're going to go to a desolate sector, because I do not want to be dealing with demons right now. Ooh, okay, so this sector is near a sun. It's going to be burning. We got a war cultist ship. Blood cult, sorry. That's fine. We're going to go ahead. Oh, no, it's not fine. The blood cults. I hate the blood cults. So our sensors aren't working. They're not strong enough, but that's fine. We fucking called it there and just sent a fucking... Fuck you. No! I tried to interrupt. Oh, no! Oh, that's really, really bad. So, you saw how that guy just instantly fired something that hit our ship? This is what's wrong with them, Magnus. He used a soul spear, but it's a blood cult soul spear. So it sacrificed a thrall to cast it. Well, actually, no, it casts instantly, but he sacrificed a thrall to give it a 3-second cooldown. So in about 3 seconds, he's going to be casting it again. Now, hopefully... Oh, yeah, you go over there. We're going to open up that. We're going to open up these. Hopefully... Hey, we got sensors back. Nice. We're about to flood their ship with enemies. And they're on fire. And they're poisoned. And... Okay. Their ship's starting to burn, which doesn't sound like a great thing, but it's actually pretty good. Because it will cause them damage. And incoming. Oh wait, he's summoning a thrall. Okay, we can interrupt that. So everything in their ship is burning. They're all running around. They're poisoned. They're dying. I just need to dodge one of these shots. I did not dodge one of those shots. Another fire's incoming, but that's okay. Yeah, because we can just do that, send her up there to put that out. And he's now stuck in defensive mode, which is actually annoying for us because he's just keep running. Let's see if we can just finish him off before the ship explodes. Yes. Alright, we got our reward, so even though this firestorm is incoming, we're just going to warp out before it actually connects. Alright, so put you back in place. Golden casket we shall take. And, oh shit, no, hang on. You two don't cast yet. That's a terror thing. It basically stuns your units, and if it connects with a caster, it interrupts their cast and puts them on cooldown. And I don't want to be on cooldown, I want to be casting. Close that up. And now we just... Okay, a miss. Come on, another miss. No miss, that's bad. Breaches suck. We did get our casts off, but now I have to evacuate this room for a minute until the O2 comes back. So they're all doing their thing, and we're going to go ahead and cast this in there now. I'm going to go ahead and cast that there. Please cast there. Stunned with a Necromancer, that's fine. Okay. Your weapons are now down, they're being poisoned. That's a combat husk. He's annoying because he's beefy and gets 50% poison resist. But he doesn't get combat resist, so he's going to get fucked. You lurk, you have fun. I'm just going to play this for a little bit and then check on the... I'm going to finish this run and then see what the randomizer website's doing. Seeing how that's going. Like right now. Let me go ahead and check the download. It got canceled again. Alright. To the Psyker Shop. Trade. What do you got for me? You got a Necromancer. Oh my god. You're being so nice to me today. And an Imperial Sorcerer. Blood Knight is kinda nice, but at the same time... I'm going to go with anything. It's going to be the Imperial Sorcerer. Just because having a fireball every 30 seconds can be really useful. But our army is growing. Ooh. Okay, that's where we're going. Our army's grown. We can summon more undead. I'm going to invest a good amount of stuff into shields and engines when we get the chance. Shields first and foremost, because we wanna be able to dodge their shots. Oh my god, I hate these guys so much. You know what? Here you go. Have this. What did you just... A fucking Doom effigy. My guy, what have I done to deserve this? Okay, well, we're going in here. Your Warseer is not resistant to poison, but he can decrease its damage. So you're gonna sit there and get poisoned for now, champ. And we're gonna send the husk in, and it moved, thank god. Why did the ship blow up? I'm too busy looking at the... Yep, well... Okay, everybody return to your positions. We're gonna warp out of here immediately. You're not gonna die, no. Wait, where's my Warseer? Oh, he's in the stack. 8 health. Very low, but still alive. Jump. Ordnance or transport. We're gonna attack the transport. So now we wanna shield an area against projectile. Oh my god, dude. Can you guys fuck off with this bullshit? Where are you going? Where are you going? Right there. Okay. Where's the other one? He's on my ship. Cool. He decided he didn't want to deal with any of this bullshit, so he's right there. So now those two have 0 damage, so they're going to die here. Yep. You're just gonna sit there and fight until they die. They're not even gonna get recalled, and we're gonna send in more guys. Yes. And while that's happening, this guy's fighting alone because he's trying to do poison or do shield things. That's fine. We're good. Okay. Repair drone. That is. Kind of useful, kind of not. It just lets me repair a system up and seals hull breaches, which has its uses, but eh. Right now we're jumping towards a siege. Sieges are neat. Ion Storm, that's okay. That's manageable. So you've got a Thunder Cannon and a Disruptor, no Psychic, so you're an easy picking. Because that's a, 9-second one, so I'll be off a lock before you ever get to fire it again. Now let's bring them all back into the... Oops. Well, we're going to get a little bit of bonus damage in from the fire, but my ghouls are also going to die faster. Okay. So they can't fight the 5 ghouls, that's the problem. My ghouls are now going to die to the fire, though, which is nice. Means my ghouls are less likely to destroy the ship, and he's running like a fucking coward. I hate when they do this. My brother in Christ, the whole ship is exploding. They are ripping it down. It is burning. You need to be doing something, and that something is dying so I can loot your vessel before it explodes. Thank you. We'll take this because it's worth more money. The amount of enemies that turn to cowardice is frankly a little disappointing. Alright, where you guys landed? Right there? That's fine. You guys land in there, you get drained, and now you're dead. Okay, so they are just... Okay, things are on fire. That's okay. That fire can instantly be put out. Yes, fight! Die! Thank you. And now we jump again. Get out of here before the next fire hits. Your ship drops out of subspace in front of a techno-cult shrine. The shrine seems to be abandoned for some time, but there may still be valuable artifacts. Explore it. Yay! Ooh, they got a big boy in there, a servo excavator. And this guy's annoying, but not very, because his only power is to lock down ship parts and make sure they can't be repaired. And as you saw, for some reason, the techno stuff does not interrupt psycasts. I'm just gonna go ahead and move you over here. And we are not gonna win this fight straight up because that guy has so much HP, but the poison and the ghouls will wear him down soon enough. But it's going to take another volley. Another volley of the dead. And one of these, if it hits in time. Yes. So he's going to die from poison. He's got no damage. But he is still going to try and fight, and that's going to lead him to his death. Okay, heat shielding. Yes, we will take that. Half damage from fire. Very useful. especially when we get into the later sections of the game. Because once we get to the end, the Imperial core worlds have a bunch of Imperials. And Imperials are huge fans of fire. Like, they got some. Ooh, baby. That's a nice gun. Not really focused on guns right now. Ooh. 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 Ooh, we like you. That's a heavy flare missile that instantly creates a hull breach, and anything you can do to distract and occupy the time of enemies is fantastic. We can get rid of the radium blaster, we don't need it, and we're actually going to go ahead and get rid of the putrefactor as well. This is just a temporary weapon, we'll see if we can find use for it. This, however, is not, because it is a 3-shot, 2-power weapon, and that's pretty rare. It's also got a decent chance of causing a fire. So between Heavy Flare and Retributor, we can start locking down ship rooms while our ghouls swarm, which is very nice. And the first use of the Heavy Flare is going to be here. Let's see, they have a... Of course they have one of their own. We are going to go ahead and start just throwing out guys and hoping we can cast before they can fire. So, usually what you're supposed to do on these, this is a siege battle. And the idea behind siege battles is you're supposed to, see how it doesn't have a health bar? You're supposed to raid all of these vaults. And that's possible, but annoying. But if we do things correctly, wait, what's your missile? Disruptor missile, that's actually not that terrifying. But they have a bunch of fucking shields because they're cunts. So we're gonna go ahead and, yes, more volts, more volts, more volts. We're gonna go ahead and flare and retributor this. They got one off, which sucks. My necromancer's gonna be able to handle the fire. There's nothing left to be done. We apparently got everything while I wasn't looking. We break orbit. Okay, very nice. We'll wait for the sensors to be repaired and jump off. Yeah. God, I haven't talked this much in a while. There's so much that goes on in this game that needs explaining if you don't know what it is. Once you know what it is, it's really... Ooh, Death Cult Sector. It is time! We're going to dedicate ourselves to one of the gods. And it's set up nicely, too, so we can hit the Bone Shrine, we can hit the Mercenary Broker, and get all the way over here to the Shaman. They are stockpiling munitions. Oh my god, look how much crew they have. Fusillade, they got a Shiv missile too. We're gonna take some damage from this fight. There's no getting around that. But their weapons aren't that strong, so we should be okay. So we're gonna light that on fire. We're gonna fill their shield room with gas. And that's a lot of guys there. So that up there is... Ow. That's fine. It's EMP'd at that level anyway, so you can't really do much about it. We're gonna go ahead and throw Flare into their weapons room so they can't fix it up. And now they'll be dying of O2 and dying of poison, and there we go. They fixed it up, but it's fine. Then we throw a guy in there. We throw some guys in there. We're going to go ahead and throw some fire in there to speed up the dying process and kill some more O2 in there. Nah, it's not that I suffered so much, it's that the randomizer is just the website's being weird. So, I don't know why. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I think the website itself is having problems because it's just taking forever to do anything. I tried Requiem for a bit and it couldn't play because of some crash error, so I'm just playing Void Wars for today. And I'm gonna try and see if I can get the randomizer working after this run, but I wanted to play a run anyway. Shiv missile hits my guy, but that's fine. Alright, so they're gonna blow that up. Which is good because that system there actually spawns an endless amount of husks. And husks are annoying because they basically are crew, and if they're alive... Oh no. We're about to do 2 damage to the ship and blow it up. RIP loot. Okay, where did we get hit with hull breaches? We got one in here. We're just going to go ahead and... Yep. You two do your thing there. Alright, now we jump. Ooh. So, these guys make this very annoying. In fact, we now have to be very specific about what we target. These are called Greater Corpulents. They are immune to poison, they create poison, and they are healed by poison. The good news is they can't cast. But the bad news is they are very hard to kill, especially when you're only using ghouls. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and target their oxygen system. And that looks like a long cast, so that's his Necro Lurch. We're going to go ahead and cancel that. Like right now we're just filling the ship up with enemies, but we're just going to go ahead and... Our main weapon today is going to be... Okay. Oxygen deprivation. Alright, so they're in. They took some damage from that. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and kill them. So, see how their oxygen is now broken? That's about all we're going to do here. We are actually going to go ahead and go over here and light a fire. We are going to go ahead and target their weapon system. And we're going to let the ghouls waste their time. And we're just going to keep summoning ghouls everywhere to try and make sure they don't have time to repair that system. That was terrifying. Anyway, you go in here. You two keep casting. We'll go ahead and set it. Are you dead? You're dead. That's fine. You're just a husk anyway. So as you can see, they're currently trying to repair that system, but they can't. They've already lost a lot of oxygen. Demon Lance. I'm actually gonna discard that because I don't use lances, and it's not really that great. Like, I can see a world where I take all of those to the end game and then basically just one-shot the enemy ship, but it's not today. So now we're just going to go ahead and let them fight it out. Because he's going to walk in there and die, yeah. Stygian reagents are pretty good. I just need to make sure I have people who can cast them. Reagents are basically like consumable psychic powers. In fact, we're also going to go ahead and put this on him. They can be used to summon demons to your aid. So this is... We are now approaching a shrine. Shrines are a way to manipulate what you get in the game. So this is a bone shrine. If I offer myself to the bone shrine, anything related to the cult of the dead will become more common. The bone shrine is a neat little system. We're actually going to go ahead and... Yeah, we're planning things out because of what we have to do here. It's pretty wonky. Okay. That hurt. We're going to go ahead and target their weapon system. They have a bunch of castrats on board, but I'm not super worried about it because we flooded them out and killed a couple of them. So their weapons are now damaged. That's good. They only have a Radiant Blaster Tier 2. They have that dude. That dude's nice. But we're going to go ahead and set up because after we kill everything in here, something happens. And that something that happens is going to be problematic. So we're going to go ahead and set up like this. We're going to go ahead and send in the next wave of enemies. We're going to set up the ship for this wave of problematic enemies. And by that, I mean we are literally just going to open all of the doors, vent all of the O2 and every other part of the ship out, and just leave it like this, because as soon as we finish up here, you're going to see what happens. There's apparently a fire on board, Rip. So, yep. We shall pledge ourselves to the god of death, that we shall embrace mortality, all of our sensors have been destroyed, our crew has been slowed, and it spawned in a bunch of fucking assholes. So, they have an asshole in there, so we need to... Okay, no, he's just fine. So, what we did here, by opening up all of the ship's rooms, is we forcibly funneled every single enemy into these rooms that have my dudes in it. So now what I have to do is I have to preserve these two. But I can't do that until O2 kicks on, and we're actually going to go ahead and spend some money here to increase the regenerate of our O2, because don't want these guys dying to poison. They're still useful to me. Yes, Magnus, yes. Magnus, what is it? I don't know. Why indeed is a fantastic question. Y'all just must got a lot of cars. Oh, sadness. We're fucking idiots. We wasted 2 Stygian reagents there. Oof. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna go here, and now, because we dedicated ourselves to the god of death, we see more things that are related to our god. Which, this guy is great if you're playing a boarding party or low HP faction, or a low HP version of this faction, but we have enough health and drained strength, so we can handle most threats as the casters. We leaving. Nothing purchased there, but that's fine, that happens. Power Axe is nice. We put it on her. So she gets plus 2 DPS. She can now kill things a little bit better. They begin powering their weapons. There's only 2 guys here, and one of them is a Deathbringer, so as soon as he starts his long summon, we're going to go ahead and wreck his Fade. And we'll do that with a Fireball. Get down. Sorry, I just had to stare at my dogs. Possible ban evader. Best viewers. We're gonna deny him. Miku, you banned someone. Good job. Okay, they're just littering my ship with poison. He's out and about. He couldn't have done anything anyway. So they are littering my ship with poison, but their ship is literally on fire. And they only have one guy to put it all out, so it's not going to end up well for them. It is an excuse, but, you know. Oh, is he actually going to put it out? I guess it's time to send in the next wave. And we'll give him another fireball just to keep him busy. Alright, so where is he going to be? Because we're just going to... Ooh. Oh. Oops. You gotta be careful about this kind of things. It's very easy to just accidentally an enemy ship. When you accidentally an enemy ship, you lose out on some resource. They have a lot of fucking weapons. We are straight up targeting this weapon system. I need this to die. They only have 3 hull strength. I don't care if this ship blows up. They have a lot of fucking guns. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Ow. Okay, we're good. They're dead. Now we're just gonna go ahead and sit back and wait for things to repair. And we're actually gonna go ahead and do 2 things. An increased sensor and increased weapons. We got a few jumps before we get to them, so we can spend a little bit of scrap here. Ooh, fun. Ooh, fun. This is an easy victory, even if they do got some good weapons there. Because all they have are a bunch of ghouls and a dude. A dude. I think they're dead here. It's just a matter of getting through it. Even interrupting one of my necromancers, it's not going to be good for you, buddy. Yeah, you're sitting there stuck fighting a single rot spawn and you are not winning for some reason. Like, at that point, you just give up, champ. And we win. Ooh. Now, the scrap metal's more valuable. The Rift Bomb could probably sell for about 30, which is nice, but I mean, if you're looking at, I'm not going to be using it, so if you're looking at the value of things, 30 and 2 is only 32, and 43 is 43. So I want more money so I can buy more dudes. We jumping. Death Cult Hauler. I don't have the option to talk to them. I wish I did, but even though I am definitely 100% a Death Cult vessel, some people you just can't talk to. So they have a Greater Necromancer too. So he just cast Burden. Or Drain, I'm sorry. So we don't have to try and counterspell that. But if he does start casting Summon, we're gonna have to counterspell him. Or we can just go ahead and cast here as they get into the room, and voila, nobody here can do any damage. So now we're just gonna go ahead and kill them all while they're weak. And really hope and pray they die before they explode. Oh, I shouldn't have drained them. I summoned too many ghouls. Ooh, another Greater Necromancer. You're not so great. Another Fireball is always nice, though. And then we're going to go ahead and purchase all of their reagents and get stocked up on that stuff. Because when you're playing a summoner type thing, you want to always be able to summon. So this guy is basically our dedicated counterspeller. But you want to always have a lot of summons when you're playing as a necromancer type build. Because the cooldowns on your summons can be a bit long, especially later in the game, so you want to be able to supplement it with other things. Do we want to fight demons, or do we want to fight humans that act like demons? I think we go with the humans that act like demons just because then we can hit these two nodes instead of only being locked into one. Because while we are dedicated to the god of death, if we do end up going into another death cult realm, or death cult sector, it does increase the chances that we get specifically death cult things. So what we're going to do here is just burden them with the undead. We did just get another greater necromancer, I noticed. I just bought him. What do I mean I just noticed? We're going to go ahead and fireball you immediately because doom effigies are scary. They are very scary. If you have a doom effigy on your ship, like it's possible to get bound demons like doom effigies. They just constantly summon two fucking skeletons every like 10 seconds on the enemy vessel until their crew is dead. So they are quite horrifying. I really hope you guys stay there for a second. Can I hit one of them? I hit one of them. Okay. They got plenty of HP, so it's gonna be a slog to kill them, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and I shouldn't be. I changed the settings. What do you mean? Excuse me, sir. I specifically changed it to Void War. What do you mean? Well, thank you for pointing that out, Miku. We're sitting here slogging away at these guys. Thankfully, their weapons are terrible, so we're not actually in any danger. You're just gonna keep on throwing dudes at them until they die. Which is a very slow process because they do 5 damage, and most of my rot spawn only have 5 health, and my ghouls only have 10. So their DPS is 5. Oh yeah, they also reduce enemy DPS by 1. So that slows things down a considerable amount. So they kill my guys, they kill my rot spawn in 1 second, and my rot spawn get off 1 damage, and they kill my ghouls in 2 seconds, and my ghouls get off 2 damage. I have been talking a lot this stream, and I am feeling it, brother. Now, thankfully here we have a very big ship. So we are just going to throw everything into it and just watch as it all gets flooded. And as soon as these guys land, they're going to go in there and interrupt him. That sucks, but hey, we can just instantly drain them. And why do they still do 2 damage? You guys are nuts. I'm going to pull you out and put you in. Oh, they interrupted the Greater Necromancer. That's such a shame. That's 10 whole ghouls, or 5 whole ghouls that don't get to exist. We are taking a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and hit that, and then we're going to hit this. So now that's a vacuum, so that helps me out a bit. It takes them time to repair it and does a little bit of damage to them. You can also distract them with some fires while my necromancers are casting. Okay, I think they're done so. I don't want. I don't want to deal with demon ships. Demon ships suck because I'm a necromancer. Behold a demon ship with a fucking warbringer on it too. That's... Oh no. That's awful. Okay, well... We are gonna have to rely entirely on our guns this time. Which, it's fine. We have some good guns and a good rocket too. Because most of my guys are gonna die basically as soon as they hit this vessel. Because undead, for some reason, are not immune to suffocation. They apparently still breathe. And we're getting hit with maelstorms. Fantastic. Get in there. As you can see, my guys are taking damage constantly. Thankfully, we have enough guys to make this work. But now they're... The Greater Demon was just one-shotting my dudes as soon as he walked into the room. Oh, this is the traitor. Thank God. Nothing of that. Ooh. This can be useful for controlling the ship. This is not as useful. So, let's see. We'll start here. Go ahead. This is more of a border weapon, but we're not going to be boarding, but it's still 1 DPS, so that's useful. Does anybody have... Well, we'll go ahead and buy one of these guys just because I want to be able to make sure I have these necrotizing reagents online. And then we're going to scroll through, find an empty slot for summoning a Stygian worm, which is always useful. The Stygian worm can only be summoned on my ship, but it's basically a little guard dog. It can help deal with enemies and summons a bunch of little thingamabobs. Alright, we're gonna hit this here and get it repaired up to full. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump towards the Psychers. Get some free armor too. Go ahead and put that on. this guy. It's only 5 HP, but it makes him a little bit more durable. Improve sensors. Yes, and now we have the drop on them, so we're going to go ahead and just nuke their weapons, because their weapons are starting to get scary. This is one problem with the game. I have so many dudes who do things that I have to basically spend a solid few seconds just doing things, and oh my god, that they sent a Chaos Knight. We had to stop that before it happens. Thankfully, we can just, 2v1 in. We're not going to kill him before the strength wears off, so we're going to go ahead and abandon that. Send this guy in. Their ship looks to be taking some problems over there. In fact, we're going to go ahead and not shoot it down. Yeah, now we're just going to go ahead and summon the next wave as they burn to death. And I think their guns are about to explode. Yep, they're going to die. Alright, now we're going to wait until this thing wears off, and now we're going to jump. And there's some things going on. We're going to attack the one carrying occult knowledge. You never know what you're going to get. Especially because they're necromancers. We could get something good here. We do want to disable their... We don't... Well, actually, no. If they shoot us with those ion beams and leave us open to the grave beam, we're screwed. So we're going to go ahead and take out their guns. The blight bomb is not as big of a problem. There's only 2 dudes on my ship who are affected by it, and they interrupted my necromancer. Which is fine. Their guns are down, and we'll probably break their blight before they get in there, so... Well, we almost did. Oh, hang on. We got... Nope. It's fine. We're just going to send a fireball in there as they cast. And speak of the devil, get these guys out of here right now. You guys are gonna live. It's not gonna be pleasant for you, but you're gonna live. You're fine. Okay. They're just gonna keep running around. I hate when they do this. Like, they do not prioritize clearing out the enemies, and now they're just gonna sit there and do things like this. As my guys ruin their ship. There we go. Ooh, another soul barrage. Do I have any casters? Yes. I have my necromancer. Okie dokie, we're just gonna flood their ship with minions, and do I care about any of their weapons? Storm Cannon 1, Putrefactor. I do, actually. Their weapons are terrifying. Purely because of this Radium Blaster. If they were to fire these off and then the Radium Blaster, they could kill crew. And crew is a very, very precious resource. That's a hunger. We're just going to go ahead and weaken it. Okay, I think we got enough dudes on the ship. Well, we can always summon more. Yeah, we're gonna need to summon more, but we're gonna put more on the ship. And then we're just gonna kill them. It's literally just this one husk here. This one husk is keeping us from getting on the ship. There we go. And let's see, what do we get? What do we get? Big money, no whammy, greater necromancer. Let's go. We're gonna go ahead and sell these. And we do buy another Imperial Sorcerer. And we'll take a Psychic Screech. Or a Mind Bolt. And we're good. Okay, this ship sucks. 2 more Chaos Knights. I hate this. But the fire that's going to constantly be happening is going to help us a lot. And what else is going to help us a lot is the fact that we can now summon 15 ghouls from our greater necromancers. So, speaking of fire helping us a lot, we're going to go ahead and just start burning rooms. And then as soon as they come to put out the fire... Oh, they went to the wrong one. That's fine. I'm actually okay with them... Ooh. You go ahead and move in there. We're going to go ahead and... So we're going to summon a bunch of guys. Their entire ship is filled. They're not going to be able to put out the fire, so they instantly die. We're going to take scrap metal and jump off. Ooh, near free fear. I'm going to sell that. I don't use that one often. I already have enough problems with Ooh, hang on. Civilian transport hails you requesting aid. One of their crew members suffered a violent seizure and they want to transfer the patient to your ship for immediate treatment. Alright, let's see how we get fucked here. Fixer to one in the medic unit. You gain confidence. Thank you. You saved my life. I hunger for souls. Hellish fire, and yeah. Yep, saw that coming. Whenever you do something nice, it just always ends up like that. So these blood golems are annoying, but we can deal with them. And their Stygian worm should be able to handle the other tendril. They did almost kill these guys, but that's fine. Or not. The worm's just not going to do anything. Thanks, fam. I appreciate it. Back to the void you go, little worm. It's going. It's going. Oh. I don't want to go to either of these places. War of blood, war of blood. You know what? I think we hit up the we hit up the war cult sector. When you're playing necromancers, blood cultists are like your nemesis. They are really, really annoying. Oh, mistakes have been made. I can't break their shields right now, so it's gonna have to be missiles. And we're just gonna flood their ship with guys. And fire. Dudes and fire is what I live for now. I am a burning necromancer. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. We may be able to burn through it before they can fire their big weapons. We did not. Thankfully, their ship's dead, so we're not going to take much more damage, but holy crap, that was a lot of weapons. Alright, fix up this O2, and we're going to go ahead and get our shields up to level 3. We're going to go ahead and have to pass by the Shrine of Rage if we want to get to that Psyker spot. Hopefully we get attacked, and we get some... Yep, we're getting attacked, we're going to get some loot, and hopefully it's going to be lots of credits. Or lots of scrap, I'm sorry. But now we're just going to go ahead and fill this vessel with enemies. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and hold off on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to send 3 fireballs into this room. And that's going to bring everyone in. And then we're going to hit them with that. And now we go in here. And we just did 60 free damage. And while they're repairing that... Okay. Okay, we took no damage from that volley. That's great. So now their entire ship is just filled with ghouls. They're all poisoned. They're all hurt. I think they're gonna die here. Oh, yeah. This is war, baby. This is how war goes, says the man to the war cultists. We need to kill this guy quick. We're okay. Oh no, that's bad. I was clicking buttons too quickly. I almost pledged myself to the war god, and thankfully I realized what I was doing and chose the wrong option, so I am not pledged to the war god. So we need this guy to hurry up and die. Where is our... There it is. War cultists are terrifying things. I didn't want to be here, but here we are. Alright, we got some money out of that, not much. I don't like it here. They all have stuns. Hopefully my guys are spread out enough that it's not going to be a problem. In fact, you go in here before you cast. Thank you. Hopefully my fireballs hit before they start casting their stuns, and we can just... hit as many of them as possible. Okay, they're chain stunning these guys. That's great. Go ahead and hit them with this and send you in there. One day. Cool. We're slowed. Everything is... Fuck. Alright, I think we got this. I think it's all under control. You two can leave that room, actually. It's... Fuck you. Alright, you need to get out of there. You need to... Okay, 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 we're good, we're good. That should be... Yep, okay. Now we just gotta get repaired before we lose all oxygen. Because it's really hard to come after one that is that great. Like, the original FDL is just fantastic. What are you going to do that isn't basically just a carbon copy of it? Even this is very similar to it, but it takes inspiration from Warhammer and it changes just enough things that it's unique enough to be something good. But if you're following in the footsteps of FTL, it's really hard because that game has a lot of stuff going for it. So it's really hard to go after that and try and make it unique. The answer was Diet Warhammer. And maybe the next answer after that's going to be Diet StarCraft. But even then, the only thing you can really do is take inspiration from other sources to change the core concept of FTL. You can't really do much else with it. Alright, everything's repaired up. We've been hit with asteroids. I'm going to jump to the shaman now. And trade another greater necromancer. I will take it. Get rid of this. Ooh. Do I have anything to sell? No, okay. So I just picked up a guy. You see this little dude right here, this ghoul magus? He is 10 HP, very slow, repairs very slow, 2 damage, but he comes with an innate ability, and it is very nice because it's just summon more ghouls. Oh yeah. Adding more magic definitely helped. Also, getting rid of the crew limitations, really fun. My ship's half dead, by the way. This is not good. This is the problem with Necromancer builds. You basically just accept that you're gonna take damage because you don't have anything that instantly shuts down their weapons. Like with Blood Cultist builds, if you get a greater Blood Cultist, he can instantly shut down enemy weapons. If you get 2 of them, you can basically just control the board. Alright, let's... Alright, so everything in there should be... We took a damage somewhere. But we did just summon the Horde. So I have no hope for them. A lot of their guys are dying to poison now. We may have overfilled the ship. Oh, that hurt. Okay. So we may have overfilled the ship, and we also have nothing going for us in terms of shielding against this. They have a bunch of... Oh my god, they had a bunch of combat husks. No wonder. Any other crew probably would have died, but combat husks are just... They're 40 HP, they have 5 damage, and they take half poison, half suffocation. They are really strong if you have more than 2 of them in a room. Ah, rip sail, rip sail. The poor thing. Shit. You go here, please. Let's get that repaired before we jump off. Get you fixed up. And now we go. And repair up some damage, because we're a little bit low. Just a smidgen. Ship armaments and equipment or systems. We're going to try and go up there. Shit. You come across an Imperial vessel firing upon a nearby space colony. Life pods stream from the colony in all directions as its former inhabitants try to escape the onslaught. You hear an opening broadcast from the Imperial Army. Attention citizens of colony VA-19.872. Heretical activity has been detected within your ranks by command of the Solar Hegemon. Your lives are now forfeit. May the Immortal King have mercy on your souls. Okay, so if we attack the Imperial ship, we have to fight, and chances are nothing good happens. If we attack the space colony, nothing good happens. And if we attempt to save some life pods, nothing good happens. Observe. Let's do the humane thing here, and we're gonna go ahead and try and save a few life pods. And congratulations, it's intruders. So we're going to blast them. We're going to move you three over here. We're going to open the door and let them in. Because they do no damage. I think maybe if you attempt to save the colony, you get better results. And if you fire upon the colony, the chances are the Imperials are just going to ask for your fucking credentials. And then you're going to have to leave without anything other than being damaged. There is no good options, but we can do this. Fuck the war cultists. They have one caster. She's not a threat, and they have no boarding parties, so we are safe from that shit. We are not safe from their guns. And they also have 4 shields, so we can't really break through with ours. We can just try and burn them out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and try and burn them out, and then we're going to go here, and as soon as they have 4 in there, we're just going to boop. So that'll weaken them up a little bit before our weapons get here. They have a siege beam. We're going to go ahead and pass this here. We're going to send a heavy flare into their weapons and try and break them. Oh my god. I am summoning so many guys at a time. All of my units were summoned over here. We filled the entire ship from that wave. Oh, late game Necromancer is just a funnily terrifying thing. It's like, congratulations, there is no more room upon your vessel for my minions to spawn. We only did 2 damage to the ship, but their crew's dead. I don't devolve into necromancers, I evolve into necromancers. There is a difference. Necromancy is the next stage of... Oh shit, we're in another fight. I wasn't reading, I was busy talking about evolution. Necromancy is the way. Let's see. Ripper, fuck. Ion Chandler, not as bad. Hellfire Missile, fuck that. Get that out the board immediately. Oh, you cunts. I hate you. They shielded from the missile, and now they're going to get a Hellfire Missile off. I don't like when you do that to me. I don't like when you block my missiles. I thought we were having a friendly game here. Now, these are Imperials, so they're not going to be hurt by the fire, but I can concentrate them into one room and then blast them with a Mind Bolt to get some damage on them. Okay, their missiles are down, so no more fires are gonna get started. That's a fucking Redeemer. What do you mean? Oh, we're still getting hit with fire. It's okay. We just need to keep summoning the dudes. Bring out the boys. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, their weapons are damaged enough. We have a bunch of guys on their ship again. There's only one guy left. Granted, he's standing in fire, which is really helping him just shred our guys. Okay. So many. So many enemies on that ship. I hate it. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna send in those boys first. Just to gather them up into one room. And get some poison going. And then we're gonna wait for all of our greater necromancers to cast. And then we'll go ahead and trigger all of our regular boys. So now the first wave goes through. And then after they kill off some of them, the second wave's going to come in. This way we're not wasting units. Because look at that, we're already over here. Now their guns are down. Nope, they're sending a boarding party. And now my greater necromancers are close to being ready again. Oh, so are these guys. Okay. We're just going to send in everything. There is no such thing as wave-based tactics. How long are you stunned for, sir? You're back. And we're about to flood their ship again. Oh my god, they managed to kill through them so quickly. Oh my god, hang on a second, hang on a second. Are we gonna... We're gonna break all the doors in their ship? I don't even care if they kill my guys, watch this. Because these doors are broken... Ah, look at all of that oxygen lost because of one breach. Hello, Hugs. We're talking about voidwar, I think. I think that's the thing you might know more about than you want to. We are playing a necromancer build at the moment. Ooh, that's really good. Barrier relay's always nice. I think we're good here. Can I sell anything? Nope. Oh. God, no. Don't talk about... Don't, no. Forget Frontier even exists. Alright, well, we're in the final sector, so... I spent most of... Ooh, this is going to be risky, but I'm going for that last Psycho... That last Psy, shop. It's going to be risky because there's no repairs along the way, and my health is already at half. I don't know if I'm going to win on this one, because I only have 3 shields. My weapons are only at 3. I'm entirely based upon necromancy, and I have no extra engines to speak of. So my evasion chance is only 15, and it's not great. I should be paying attention. What are you summoning? Fuck your Redeemer. Okay, we're gonna send this heavy flare directly into their weapon system because fuck me. They still managed to get off the volley. That's why we're probably not gonna win this time. This is a I can summon infinite dead type build. I don't have to kill or raise the crew. Oh, this is bad. That fucking... That fucking Storm Cannon 3 is just terrifying. 6 shots. Oh, we took so much damage here. You know what? Change of plans. I want to have a chance. More like Oblivion Necromancy, yes. I want to have a chance against the final boss, so we're going to go ahead and just go the other path. We're not going to go for the extra Psyker. Because the chances that I get another Necromancer are moderate, but the chances I die along the way to them are pretty high. So we're going to go ahead and just do what we can. No, don't do that. Do what we can to slow their weapons down. And to slow them down. See if we can cast that. Let's see, what's the charge time? 22 seconds. What's the cast time? 14 seconds. We should be able to knock out their weapons before they cause any major damage. They took out 2 on Necromancer and Mortician were okay. That heavy disruptor missile could fuck somebody. It's fine. You hit my shield. It's not great. Let's see. We've done some damage to their weapons. Can we do a little bit more? We didn't hit the fucking storm cannons. Go, my rocket, please. Oh my god, there's a fucking Redeemer on my vessel. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We lost all evasion. I have no interrupts. Okay, that was just a heal. Okay, so that's gonna die, lead to some fire. I think there's a fire in here now. Nope. Okay. I think we're stabilized. Because the only thing they have active right now is a disruptor missile, which does 0 damage. It just does ion, which is terrifying if it hits the right things, but with everything they have being currently on shutdown, like all of their guns, we're okay. We're stable. They can try and leave all they want. We're just going to hit this with fire, even though they're immune to fire. It'll distract them from repairing the systems, and we hit there with that, yes. It'll eat up some O2 in the room, and fucking hell, they keep trying to burn my dude. We're gonna hit that room with another. So I want them to take damage from the O2 loss. I'm gonna fix this up real quick. They really don't want this guy to live. Alright, they're down to 2 guys. It's another fucking fireball, goddammit. Okay, thankfully it hit the little mini shield I'm summoning. I think we've won. Oh, they had fucking autopilot. Why is my engines... So there's one small thing that happens in this game that I fucking hate. Sometimes after you get hit with ion damage, what's supposed to happen is when the timer resets, or when the timer goes off, it'll reallocate the power points to it. Sometimes it just doesn't do that. None of these are good. So just repair to maximum. And then we jump here. And we're actually going to go ahead and construct a machine slave, get a husk. And this husk is going to carry some necrolurch reagents. Alright, we're just gonna do our thing. Another fucking High Magister for some reason. I actually need you to stop. I need to... Yep. So these are Gene Soldiers. I really like when they send them because if I just seal off a room like that, I can burn them out with oxygen loss. Get out of there. Unfortunately, they hit fucking hard. Everyone return to your stations except for you. I need you to go there, and I need to save stations. We need to... Fucking another boarding party already? Jesus Christ, guys. He can go in there. He's not strong enough to kill those guys. You need to get out of there. You need to get in there. So much is going on right now. This is one of the problems with higher difficulties, is just things get a little bit fucking hectic. Because there's so many units and so many enemies and so many abilities and so many things you gotta keep an eye on. It just gets a little overwhelming. Because like all of these abilities are off cooldown, I need to be using them, and even with the pause function, it's just hard to keep track of all of it, and half my guys are dead, things keep exploding. This is going to be a nightmare when we get to the end. Depending on what we have to fight. Okay, their entire ship is filled up. They should be dead here. God fucking damn, dude. I can't even upgrade to max. We're just gonna have to get some extra fucking thingamabobbers and hope and pray that we can clutch up here. We are at half health. Most of our guys are pretty much dead. It's a blood cult ship, so that actually makes things a little bit easier. Because they only have 2 weapons. That weapon is not as terrifying. We need to make sure that we keep this one down. Alright. So we're just gonna flood the ship with everything. Okay, they stunned here. They're sending in little dudes. That's a mind control. Fuck you. You're not gonna be able to do anything. Right, this is the problem with blood cult ships. Everyone is being mind controlled and I don't have a cleanse. I'm gonna lose this one. And the problem with mind control is you just don't have any way to counter it. Because the cast time for mind control is so fucking short that by the time you cast something in retaliation, even if you pause immediately, have we not damaged that ship at all? But even if you cast immediately, you can't stop it. It will be launched and on its way long before you have a chance to do anything about it. Okay. So the good news is there is no good news. Their shields are down. That's good news. So we can take out this. The bad news is as soon as we hit a certain point, something's going to happen. When that thing happens, we are screwed. And they controlled my necromancer again. I don't even care. He's dead. Oh, fun. That's local. Shit. Didn't realize that was a local summon. Okay, so thankfully they have a... They have blood golems. And having blood golems is actually useful as hell for us. Oh, thank God you decided to leave. I am trying so hard to keep track of literally everything that's going on right now, but it is just... It's just so much. Why do those do 5 fucking damage? Are you kidding me? You're fucking kidding me, dude. These fucking mind controls are obscene. Welcome home. Everything is crashing and burning around us. My weapons are broken. My fucking shields are underpowered for what I need them to be. I've lost so many fucking necromancers. And okay. Oh, thank God we might have stabilized here. I'm just gonna ignore those 2 worms. They can exist all they like. I'm just gonna hope and pray their crew doesn't die before the ship explodes, because that will fuck me over completely. I may be able to win this. So don't cast that. Cast that. See what I mean? I fired that. Okay, so see what I mean? That guy just cast a fucking mind control. I fired my goddamn firebolt long before he cast it, and it still got off. Thank God for this random fucking shielding I have going on, because if I didn't have that, I'd be screwed. We are at 7 HP. Summon a fiend over there. I have nothing on their ship right now, which is a problem for a fucking necromancer. Yep. And there's the wave of mind control. My captain's mind control. That's actually fine. Oh, I lost my death guy at some point. Oh no, where is he? Why are you over? Fuck it. Fuck it. Whatever position you're in, maintain it. Holy shit, they're on fire. I really need you guys to get this weapon online. I absolutely cannot win if their crew completely dies out. So, Flesh Knight, I need you to stay alive. This is really fucking weird for a Necromancer build to just be drowning the enemy in fire. But I'm happy with it. Yes, Malin, stay there. Even though you're the cunt that keeps on mind controlling me, stay the fuck there. Oh my god, we killed him! Difficulty unlocked, Torment IX. Our final crew. Alright, let's go see how many enemies. Let's see, creatures summoned 1,165. Good Necromancer run, good Necromancer run, everybody. I did not expect to win that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here because, yeah, my voice sounds a little hoarse. So, we're gonna go ahead and raid Coop Cam again because I love Coop Cam. Also, yeah, that was a fucking 2-hour run. Anyway, guys, I'm dropping you off with Coop Cam. Take care. Make sure they give you snacks and refreshments over there. And always be sure to rush.